Hi. Hello. Hello. I forgot how to say hello. This is off to a terrible start. My name is Matthew Gray Gubler, and I'm very honored and flattered to answer some of your questions today for Rookie's Ask a Grown Boy. Man? Ask a grown boy, I'll call it. I don't know what this asks. Anyway, first question. I'm on the internet way too much. I spend a lot of time on social media sites like Facebook and the pages that these sites link me to. After very long sessions reading BuzzFeed articles and watching fail videos, I often go into this self-hatred mode where I feel useless, unproductive, lazy, and boring. How can I stop wasting so much of my day online and actually devote time to being creative and productive? And the question is from R, who is 17 and in Melbourne? Sorry, founder of Melbourne Yorn. Um, it's a great question, R. And I know the feeling very well. I was I'm most likely a little bit older than most of you, and I feel very fortunate to have grown up during a time like almost before all these internet. Just you know what? I'm gonna button this. I feel much more official. Disregard the first part of this Q&A because now I look like a respectable person who can answer. I look like a used car salesman before. All right. Sorry, I'm not good at this. This is a very hard thing for me because I'm looking at myself and I don't. It looks like my hair is blue and I look like Thomas Jefferson's like cadaver from. Anyway, I'm gonna answer. How about I answer your question instead of I'm gonna stop talking and just answer your question. I know how it feels, the distractions. And 2 years ago, I had a similar issue where I was just sort of like feeling overly inundated by information and texts and opportunities to like look at Twitter and see, see things. And I had like a little bit of a freak out that resulted in a beautiful thing. It's a new sort of lifestyle where one day out of the week I leave my phone in a particular room of my house, and I can use it, but I have to be in that room. And what it does is it sort of frees me up to go out into the real world and to sort of partake of in reality. And again, I think technology is very important and it's fantastic. And like obviously, I wouldn't be able to like talk to you guys from this little button if it weren't for amazing things like technology. But I also feel like human beings aren't meant to be only dealing with it. And I know there's a lot of like awesome, cool things you can see, and a lot of ways for you to get kind of like sucked into these technology for this information vortex. But I would just recommend unplugging and going outside. And it's a challenge, but I know when you do it, you're gonna feel great and it'll be good. Try it for half a day. Do it like half a Saturday. Just try to leave your house without your phone and without access to Wi-Fi. And I think you'll notice things. You'll start noticing like people's eye color, and you'll see clouds and trees, and it'll be a beautiful thing. Next question. I like this guy who just happens to be my best friend's brother. We are jokingly married, and we tease about actually dating a lot. I feel like my best friend is sort of pulling away from me. Should I do anything about my feelings for her brother, or just see how it plays out? Belle, who is 16 years old in Santa Barbara. Belle, ah, I'm I'm a romantic at heart, so I think you should absolutely pursue whatever it is with her brother. And if she's, I'm getting a little choked up. I don't know if I'm getting emotional or I just need something in my throat. Much better. This is a common experience, and I feel like a lot of like great romances and great loves are born from interactions like this because you've met this brother in a sort of unassuming manner, and because of your friend, you've gotten to know him in a way that you would never get to know a guy that was like courting you, because the brother isn't like putting on this false shell to impress you. He's just being very real, and you've found something in him, or you found something in each other that seems really like special. And if you're joking about being married, that's awesome. And I say pursue it. And your friend, while it might be kind of awkward for her right now, I think that she will, end up being really happy because it'll make you happier, it'll make the brother happy, and what's cooler than like being a sister to your friend, like and it's also sort of a great compliment to her because I'm sure that she and her brother are similar in many ways. And so in a lot of ways, it's like the greatest compliment that could ever be paid to your friend. So I hope you pursue it, and I hope your friend, you know, understands. All right, next question. My boyfriend is incredibly thoughtful, loving, and respectful, but his hygiene is just bad. Every place he's lived has been. I just learned how to read a little while ago. Dirty and smelly to the point it's made me uncomfortable. He wears stained, dirty clothes and even wipes his runny nose on his shirt during dinners with my family! Exclamation mark. I don't know how to talk about it with him in a way that won't either embarrass him or lead to a fight. I love him, but this has to stop. Help! C from Philly. C from, hold on. Oh man. Excuse me. Sorry, I just gotta wipe my shirt on my face real fast. Is this funny? I can't tell. This is very weird doing, like, answering questions with no one in the room because I don't know. I can't gauge how terribly I'm bombing. This question is a great one. I know the feeling, and I know it's a tough one to broach because how do you say? I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands. So I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna answer your question. You need to communicate with them, and that's actually like the greatest answer to every relationship question is just communication, and I think it will solve 98% of all problems. It's very important, and it's not the easiest thing to do. I didn't know how to do that until 3 weeks ago, so I feel your pain, and it's a tough thing to do, but I think there might be a way for you to do it in a like subtle and loving manner. And again, the beginning of your question says your boyfriend's incredibly thoughtful, loving, and respectful. So I know he's going to understand. And I think there might be a fun way to do it where you just even say, hey, dude, let's have a fun Saturday and I'll help you clean your room. And, you can help him and it'll be like that scene in Mary Poppins a little bit. Only, I don't know. Also, I think addressing the hygiene thing, I don't know. I think you have to say to him, I'm trying to think of ways to do it in a way that doesn't seem like you're attacking him or like that, because he's going to, I'll be honest, he's going to immediately sort of be embarrassed. And he's going to say, like, he's in it. So, You could buy him a handkerchief with his initials in it. Although that would be that's kind of, handkerchiefs are gross because where just you put it in your pocket. Like, what's up with that? Talk to him. Talk to him about it. I think you'll understand. Say, I don't know. I hope some of this answered your question. I'm gonna move on because I don't know. Communication. Communication is key to everything. To relationships. To like life in general. Very important. All right, last question. As senior year approaches, I'm worried that I've missed out on my teenage years. Everyone makes being a teenager out to be a party, like sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But that has not been my experience. I spend my weekends reading and playing Sims. While I like my life, I'm worried that I'm going to grow up to be a boring adult due to the lack of experiences I've had as a youth. Is there any merit to my worries? K, 17 in Chicago. K, there is absolutely no merit to your worries. I wouldn't worry about it. Everyone's experience in life is completely different, and that's why life is awesome. That's why people are great. Don't ever worry about, like, being like anyone else. I think just being yourself is really important, and people make the teenage years out to be, like, this big, first of all, your whole life is going to be amazing. It's going to be fantastic, and it doesn't need to incorporate sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It never did for me in high school, and I'm having the greatest time ever. And every day gets better, every year gets more fun, and I don't think that I'm a boring person. I know you're not a boring person, and the only thing that can create a boring person is someone who tries to be something they're not, because then you're not really living life. So I would just be yourself. Don't do anything you don't want to do, and yeah, play those Sims. Life is freaking radical, and it's only going to get better, and it's already great now. So I hope that helps. Okay, I hope yeah. I'm sure no one is watching this at this point except maybe Kay. Who yeah. Anyway, I love you guys. I don't know how to end this. Bye.